also Steve. Stage presence is how you present yourself when you're on stage. And that can be, to me, anything from how wild you go when you're playing to the exact opposite of that. There are bands that don't move at all, and that's very effective for that type of music. So it really depends on what you're doing, but you're basically showing your energy and your excitement about what you're playing, physically translating that to the audience.
Part of our show is visuals, and that's something that Steve can speak to more, but we very much like have some kind of lighting. We like to have some kind of film. If we can do it, we pretty much do it every time. We create our own things, and we feel it really adds. The feedback's really good from our crowds, the crowds that come out to see us. So I think that that's really important.
We really want to put on a show for people to watch. Part of that comes from the fact that we just like that. That's something that we want to put out there. But for me, it's also it's something that I like to watch when I go to a show. As an audience member, I can watch your music video, or I can listen to your album. But when I come to see you perform, I want to see you perform, whatever that may be. It doesn't have to be that you're running around crazy. It's just show me something, present a visual image of what you're doing. And that's what we try to do as much as we can.
We like to make sure we're set up all in the same spots. Basically every time we play, I always like to be on stage right. He's always on stage left. Steve's always to the front of the stage with the drums. Just little things like that to make us more comfortable. That's how we practice. It's how we like to set up. And I can see this line of these two guys. I know exactly what they're doing at all times. We're pretty loose, so we need to catch up with each other a lot when we're screwing around. And so being able to see each other is a big deal.
Synchronized a lot with a lot of our playing, so I think it helps. There's times where I kind of conduct things, and so we'll have stops, and then we all really watch each other, and I really like that.
Yeah, we have to pay attention to. Well, there's cues the entire time, so being close enough to see cues is a big deal. I personally like to have a couple of these to relax up there, and then I like to turn up and just like let my amplifier shake my clothes till I feel comfortable, and that's how I like to start every set.
Yeah, and I mean, I've seen dozens of shows, hundreds of shows, where those cues are happening and people are say on a bigger stage and the drummer's all the way in the back, but that person's kind of leading what's happening. You'll see everybody stop facing the audience and turn around and see what the drummer's doing. And we just set ourselves up so that that's never an issue. We're always just all facing each other. I'm watching you, you're watching me, and we're all three watching each other. What we're doing when we're on stage, our presence, our actions, is just how the music that we make makes us feel. So we're showing you how it makes us feel, and hopefully you feel that way too.
What I like to try to do is not pay attention to anything except for these two dudes, and just kind of lock into what they're doing and pay attention to that, and just try to not let anything else distract or take me out of whatever sounds we're making, or well, we use a lot of visual stuff too, so any of the lights, any of the footage, any of the video, and just all the noise we're making, I just try to pay attention to that, and I hope that people are enjoying it, but I just do my best to enjoy what's happening myself up there.
You can listen to the record at home as quietly as you would like to, but when you're there, we want you to have something to look at. We want you to be involved. Like, we want you to feel like you're part of something, but we also want you to physically feel it.
To cry a little bit.
To cry.
Shed a tear.
Shed tears, everyone.
I mean, sometimes things fall off the wall. That's okay. I like that.
Yeah.
That means we're doing it right.
Yeah. We played somewhere recently, and the paint from the ceiling peeled and fell down. So that was kind of like a badge of honor.
And also, we blew all their breakers and the whole place shut down. That's kind of a goal at this point. We're putting your system to the test.
Oh, thank you so much.